folks? I'm back. Today's video might sound a little ranty. I was thinking about this topic earlier, and yeah, so fair warning. You know what? It's okay too. It's okay. I do think that it's healthy to and good to let our egos play a little bit sometimes. I think that the whole, and I don't really know how some people define the term transcend, but the whole let's transcend ego, almost forget about ego, say F you, ego. I think that whole thing, like I said in another video, part of yourself is your human aspect, and part of that human aspect is your ego. And if we just say, see you later, Charlie, it's rejection of self still. And the only way to, and I'm going to use the word maybe in a different context, but the only way to essentially transcend ego is to love ego. Love it. Let it play. It wants to play. It's kind of like the schoolyard bully. The bully knows that they're going to get a negative reaction out of you, and they don't bully you to get a positive one, right? And even when you are reacting to ego or trying to shove it away to the side and say F you, that's still giving it the attention that it wants. So like I said, I think it's a good thing to let your ego play, to acknowledge it, not to just say, like, I want to get rid of it. And that would be practically impossible as long as you are a living human being, because for as long as we are in these bodies, we are going to have ego. I mean, maybe one day we will evolve to a point where we don't have it, but we're going to be in the present moment, and in this present moment, that's not the case. So, with that said, a special gift I have for you. I wanted to show you guys my babies. I talked about them in the interview that I did in my very first video, and now I want to show you guys a little cameo, perhaps. My babies. These are my sugar gliders. Well, this is one of them. Her name is Galaxy. The galaxy is on Orion's belt. Yes, do you love Mom? Mm-hmm. She's my crazy one. She is kind of crazy. This one is a little bit more shy. Her name is Gypsy. Say hi, Gyps. Look in the camera. Look, I don't want the bright light in their eyeballs. They are nocturnal marsupials. They're kind of like flying squirrels, but they're not. They're not rodents. They're marsupials. They have a pouch just like a kangaroo. Hey, you got a pouch? Yes, Mama, I got a pouch. And we're going to put them back in their pouch because they just want to sleep right now. With that said, since I am showing the world my babies, sugar gliders are not your average small animal. They are harder to take care of. They are an exotic animal, so they do require exotic care. They require a special diet. There is a list of approved diets. I make one that's called TPG. It is short for the pet glider. It's just basically a mixture of different ingredients along with some vitamins from the website that I sprinkle on top. To me, they are amazing and I love them, and they are awesome, awesome pets, but they are not pets for everybody. This is not an animal that you want to get your kid for Christmas, okay? And you need two of them. You do need two. I don't care what anybody else out there says about it. You need two of them. I have been an owner for 8 years now. These girls I've had for about a year at this point. But make sure that, you know, if you guys come across this video and you see them and you're like, oh, that's cool, I want one. No, first of all, you need to, and do your research. And I mean, do your research, do your research, do your research. There are a lot of sugar glider groups on Facebook that you can go to. There is a well-known mill breeder. They're called pocket pets. They will say what they gotta say in order to get you to buy them. Make sure even if it's a breeder that tells you, oh, you just have to feed it pellets and apples. That's the information that I got when I bought my first one, and I only had one, because there's a lot of contradictory information out there about them. If they say just pellets and apple slices or something like that, it's not good information. Join a sugar glider Facebook group before you purchase them. You need to. Don't just get one. Make a homemade diet. They don't need baths. I'm trying to think of any of the other like bad information that's out there, because there's a YouTube video out there where they have like my sugar glider taking a bath, and I'm just like, no. They clean themselves. They are amazing and rewarding, but they do take a lot of work. It is not like owning a domesticated animal. If you guys do have any questions, you know, shoot a comment. I'll be willing to discuss it with you guys and help you guys out. But I don't want to spend too much time talking about my animals, because that's not the subject of my channel. So, but I did want to show you guys them because they're so cute, and I do want them to make cameos in videos, but I also want to make sure that, you know, if people do come across this video, that they do get the correct information, because I have seen other people out there that have their gliders in their YouTube videos, and you know, they may come across bad information because of it, because the person making the video doesn't talk about them or doesn't say any good information. So with that said, OMG, my ex is such a freaking narcissist. I see this so much online and social media. I swear every single person's ex is a narcissist. Okay. Can we stop putting these labels on everybody? I mean, first of all, narcissism, actual true narcissism, is extreme. We all have narcissistic traits. If you go down a list of like a little meme or an article from frickin' BuzzFeed, which I don't know why, I'm not gonna go down that road. Just because your ex may have gaslighted you a lot, what are some other traits? It doesn't mean that they are an actual narcissist. It is almost like a trend nowadays to claim that your ex is a narcissist. Not every one of your exes are narcissists. I can promise you that. There are true people out there that are like that. But like I said, it is like a trend now to call your ex a narcissist. Why? I don't know if people truly believe it, or, you know, because of these little articles that are online, like 10 traits your ex is a narcissist, or 10 traits you are a narcissist. But the word narcissist gets thrown around like a freaking hot potato at a kid's birthday party. You know, like playing hot potato. It's just, I got it, you got it. Now you got it, now you got it. Now you got it, now you got it. Now I got it again. Now I'm dating somebody else and we broke up. Man, that person is a narcissist now too. Exciting. Everybody has narcissistic traits. Not everybody is a narcissist. Can we please Stop labeling everybody as a narcissist. We all have our childhood wounds. We all have our shit. We all have our bullshit. We are imperfectly perfect. Why do we need to apply these labels like this? I think if it's trendy, some people may want to just hop on the narcissist train. Woo woo. But I think most people, when they do apply these labels like that, it's because they don't want to take a look at themselves and say, here's where I went wrong. Right? We name call somebody else. Why? Because somewhere within us is triggered at something. We may know what it is, we may not know what it is. But something within us is triggered that we don't want to look at. So we're going to point at the other person and say, hey, you are a narcissist. Stop labeling people narcissists. Can we make that a trend? Another thing. Why do we need to treat marriages as if we treat marriages as if they're going to fail from the beginning? It's like trendy, right? It's another trend. Why do we say, oh yeah, and I get it. I get it. A lot of times, it's a joke and it's funny, but I think at a certain point, when does the joke, even if we know we're joking, when does that actually end up like becoming our reality? When does the joke actually become serious to the point where we actually do expect this to happen? We may not know that that's what we expect because of it. If somebody is joking to you and calls you a window licker, that reminds me of that one commercial. What was that? Oh, I think it was like a gum commercial where it's lint licker. You're a lint licker. You lint lickers. At what point is that person, at least somewhere in their subconscious, going to believe that they are a lint licker? Why can't we change up our thought process about, and it doesn't mean just marriages, just relationships in general too. It's like, why do we need to, even jokingly, and I like jokes. I'm a funny person. I hope you guys get that when you come across my channel, because I've been, I kind of hesitate on the funny jokes in a little bit for now, because if people might take it the wrong way. I'm a little sarcastic. just a little bit, because I'm a little person. I'm only 4'11", literally, I'm short. And I make a lot of short jokes. Corny ones. I like corny jokes. Now I just lost track of what I was saying. But, I think I got it. At a certain point, when does the joke become even a little bit subconsciously what that person actually believes? It's why does our culture need to have such a, even in a jokingly manner, pessimistic view of marriages or relationships? Oh yeah, he's my first marriage. That's my first marriage. Why? Why can't we, instead of thinking this way, why can't we start thinking positively about our relationships, about our marriages? Why do we have to, why can't we change this up? Let's make it a trend. Let's make it a trend to stop being so pessimistic about this stuff. Let's stop calling people narcissists for no reason. Because there are real people out there with this, and it is the people that you're calling narcissists are narcissists, and the people that are actual narcissists are you can't see. Okay, well, it's extended. Narcissist. Why can't we think positively about this stuff? Maybe that's something that we're all missing in our society, in our culture, is a positive outlook. You know, let's change it up. Instead of thinking, oh, that's my first marriage, why can't we say I love this person with all of my heart, and I want to be with this person for the rest of my life? I wonder if it would change anything. And there's so many stereotypes against both men and women when it comes down to relationships as well, that I think we could toss it out in the trash. It's kind of like adulting in, for, I guess it's mainly more millennials that like use the term. So, I put on pants today. Yay! Hashtag adulting. And I get it, and I've played into it too. But why, and I get that maybe what we're doing with our life isn't satisfying us isn't satisfying us. We're not happy. But instead of thinking so negatively about it, maybe if we just try to see the positive, that maybe it would just make it a little bit more enjoyable. I get it. We're not going to like everything, especially if, with what we're doing in work or whatnot. And just seeing the positive isn't necessarily going to change that deep down within us, but maybe it would make a little bit of a difference. Maybe it would make it a little bit more enjoyable if we just stopped being so pessimistic. Hashtag adulting. I put on pants today. True story. I've actually put on pants. I think it was pants like the wrong way. So the tag was in the front, and it was there for like half of a day. Like that. It was like those nice pants that are more like yoga pants. They just like slip on. So obviously, it's not like I went behind my back and like had to button something. It was just those slip-on, like comfy, nice pants. So yeah, funny story. But why can't we just start thinking positive about this stuff? Why do we have to be so negative all the time? And even if we are joking, I get it. I like to joke. I love jokes. But I think at least a little bit, I think that it does subconsciously affect us. I think it does, basically. Yeah, I think it does. And I think we need to change it up a little bit. I'm obvious, and I don't think I addressed this in any other video. Like, I'm not one of those, like, positive only people. Like, only see the positive, bro, not the negative. No. I'm not one of those people. I actually believe that, when you are forcefully forcing yourself to be positive Polly or positive Peter, that you're rejecting your true emotion that's going on within you. And I think that's self-rejection. So I'm not one to say, let's be positive only. Authenticity is more important than being positive. With the law of attraction and all that stuff, I think what a lot of people tend to like either forget about or they just dismiss about it is, it's not just you, it's a collective effort, right? And it's only going to come to you if, man, I need to change this thing on my screen. It keeps dimming down. If it's not meant for you, it's still not going to come to you. If it's something even if, like, let's say you want to win the lottery, for example, because that's the easiest one. That's probably something that everybody uses on, right? Want to win that cash money, right? Winning the lottery. If somebody has a hard time and can't get past, like, something within them that's what's stopping it from coming into their life, right? Maybe they can't get past it for a reason. And even if they do, like I said, it's a collective effort. So it's not just your stuff that's going into the spiritual cloud. You know, it's not just our stuff. It's everybody else's. And at the end of the day, and I'm getting a little off topic. This is actually a completely different, like, subject matter. But at the end of the day, what's not meant for you is not going to come. So I think actually that whole, like, I don't know what it's called. Like, is it called the positivity movement or something like that? I don't know. But either way, you know, authenticity is more important than being positive. And only positive. We try so hard to shove all this negative stuff away, and it's completely inauthentic. Just be authentic. Not every ex of yours is a narcissist. Let's stop labeling people and instead look at ourselves and ask ourselves, I wonder why I feel like calling this person a narcissist. Ask yourself that the next time you want to call somebody a narcissist, an ex, or anybody. Ask yourself, why do you feel that they are? And you might create a list. Either A, B, C, D, E, or 1, 2, 3, rather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you go on the interwebs and you say, well, this is a sign. Well, that is a sign. Well, this is a sign. Well, that's a sign. Oh boy, that's a sign too. They did this a couple times. They did that a couple times. They did this a whole lot. First, ask yourself if you, I don't know who diagnosed it. Like, do you get diagnosed with this? I think people get actually diagnosed with this. Ask yourself if you are qualified to actually diagnose somebody with narcissism. Right? Then, ask yourself, why do I feel like calling this person a narcissist? And third, ask yourself, what things did I do wrong in this relationship too? What things could I have done differently? Is there, maybe there's something that I did that made this person feel a certain way. Maybe there's childhood wounds that I have that I don't really know about that came out, and this person reacted on those wounds, and they're reacting on their own wounds too. Let's stop being so negative towards marriages. Let's stop saying things like, oh yeah, that's my first marriage, or what's another one? What is another one? There's another one that people float around, and maybe it's not like so specific, but you know, I trained him well. Things like that. And that's more, I guess, specific to, you know, to men. But why can't we just start being positive? We're setting ourselves up for failure by not being positive about it. And if you don't think that things are gonna work out, then why get married in the first place? I know a divorce isn't fun. All right, I have gone on long enough. Make sure that you guys like, comment with your thoughts. I want to interact with you. Okay. And subscribe if you want to see more. And I don't know if just subscribing notifies you. I don't know. I don't really know much about YouTube. But I guess if you do want to be notified, you have to hit the notification bell. Alrighty, guys. I will see you guys next time. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to talk about. Actually, this video was quite spontaneous. But we'll see. I don't know. I am a coach. I do life coaching, relationship coaching, spiritual coaching. I do free initial 30-minute sessions. If you want longer, if you want a normal session, I will do a normal session for 50% off of what one session costs. If you want to know the prices in more detail, go on my website. Just because these videos, and they stay on the interwebs, so, you know, like, I don't want to put a specific price out there and then it changes, you know, you get what I'm saying. So it's 50% off of what one session would be if you actually want a full session. I do coach twin flames, soulmates, and any other soul connection label that there is out there. Like I did that video on that. So there's a lot more labels out there. Labels. So many labels. So make sure, if you guys want to talk one-on-one, free session, 30 minutes. If not, you can upgrade to a full session for 50% off of what my normal price is for just one session. I do coach couples too. I also have I also am certified to coach a program called Root Camp. You can read more about that on my website, but Root Camp is a great place to start if you're just starting a spiritual journey. It will help you find your actual truth versus honesty, and that's something that I'll talk about in another video too. But finding your truth versus honesty, and hopefully when I do further videos, you guys will get the difference between truth and honesty, at least when I say the words. So it helps you find your truth. It brings up all the subconscious stuff, the unconscious stuff, and it brings it up to the surface. And when it's surfaced, you can work on healing it. Right? Exciting, I know. I love it. Actually, Root Camp is an amazing program. I'm certified to coach it through Relationship Reinvented. It is awesome. If you guys are interested in, shoot me an email. It is pursueyou@gmail.com. With that, I don't think I have anything else for you guys. Until next time.